All right, so quiz 5.09 is on two-way tables. So the problems that I'm going to show you are similar to the ones, but I have changed numbers. So make sure you read the problem carefully. This is just to show you how to work them. All right, the first question is simply going to give you a scenario and ask you which table gives you that information. So this particular one, you just want to check some of your totals. Joe bought 35 apples, so that's our total. So 35 and 35, so we know that checks out. And then they give you a few more pieces of information. They say 3 of the 15 large apples. So 15 is our total for the large. So we look at the large column. 15 is our total. That's correct. And we say 3 of the large apples are green. So look at green is 3 large. That's correct. And then 7 of the small apples were green. So here's my small, are 7 green. That is true. So we know this is the right table. Number 2 is going to ask you which table represents the Venn diagram. So the Venn diagram, you just want to check some of the totals that are on the two-way table. You can add the total by adding all the numbers. So if I add 3 plus 25 plus 92 plus 68, does that equal my overall total? And it does. And then you've got 2 sets of information that you can look at. This whole oval are the total number that walks to work. So 3 plus 25 is going to give you 28. That's the total that walks to work. And then we've got the other oval. Let's see, let me change the color here, is going to be right here. That's the total that owns a car. So you have to take 25 plus 68. The total that owns a car is 93. And then this total is the one that does not walk to work and does not own a car. So that's this total here. So you can see that all our totals are correct. Number 3 is going to ask you to use the table to find relative frequency. So this is the same table, but I've changed what they're asking you. So what is the frequency of children without tickets? Okay, so we're going to use the same formula we've learned. The probability of an event, the probability or relative frequency of children without tickets, is the number of favorable outcomes by the total sample space. Okay, so the total outcomes for children without tickets is going to be right here. Children and does not have a ticket is going to be 3. So that's our numerator. And then our total children and adults is going to be 50. So when you divide 3 by 50, you get 0.06, which is 2 decimal places. Number 4 is another table that they've given you with paperback, hardback, fiction, and nonfiction. So this particular example wants a book that is fiction and hardback. So let's look at hardback and fiction. That intersection is right there. Our total for the table is 69. So 11 out of 69 gives us 0.1594. Now this one, be careful how they want you to give your answer. Percent as a tenth. So you're going to multiply by 100 or move the decimal 2 places to the right. So that's going to be right here. For the tenth, that's 1 decimal place. So you're going to look here. It's less than 5. And so you'll leave it at 9. So 15.9, they already have the percent sign. So 15.9 is what would be entered in the blank. And our last one is very similar. We've got students that are on the baseball team or not on the baseball team, on the swim team, not on the swim team. There are a total of 67 that we're looking at. So what's the probability that a randomly selected person is on the baseball team? So our probability on the baseball team, that total, there are 34 that's on the baseball team. Out of our total of 67, so randomly selected, our probability of that event is 0.50746. Round it as a percent to the 10th, move it 2 places to the right, 50.7. All right, good luck.